Ready for battle.
Alright. Fucking piece of shit. Stupid ass. Fucking. I just wasted so much time. Whatever. It's all your fault, Yggs. I'm just kidding. Here's the video again. Oh my gosh, dude. Whatever. Alright. Restarting. On this map. Alright. Let's speed past this shit. Blah 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 blah. So, okay, good fare is always fucking rocket jump out of spawn, so you should be healing them when they come out of spawn because they're gonna shoot themselves in the feet with a rocket to get higher without using jets. Okay, damage boost, healing, yeah, blah blah blah, you do everything right here, your fairy gets fucked like a retard, and pause. So what you're going to do now is you're going to instantly res, which is a no-no. After watching your games, I've noticed you have this unfortunate disease that low-level Mercy players have. It's called instant resinitis. And you need to get that checked out and stop doing that. Yeah. Let the team fight play out. Look. You go in, McCree's looking at you, Hog's right next to you. You res, there's a car behind there, which you can res behind the car, you just res in the open. And you should have died here. The flash should have hit you, you're dead. 2 people dead on this fight, we lose a team fight. You should have healed your teammates or damage boost them and let the fight feel out until you have an opportunity to res. But, you know, their enemy team's trash, so you somehow get it off. Alright, yeah, you should be damage boosting. Alright. You're not really paying attention to your other teammates right now, which you kinda should be. Your Ash is popping off, luckily. Alright, you lost sight of your Pharah, and you're not trying to go back to her, which you should. And plus, you're healing people that are at full health. You should be damage boosting. Alright, right here, I got really mad. Look, you see me? Low health. I stay on the point for about 30 seconds without getting healing. And I'm very mad about this. When I stand between 2 healers. So just be a little more aware. Okay, you see your ball. You're healing your ball. Look at me again, see I'm low health. You're like, hey, there's my Pharah. It's like, oh, you're low health, finally you heal. It's all good. Just be more aware. That's all. Fast word. Damage boosting, yes, we're doing good right here. Okay, you don't need to fly all the time. Like, you're flying into the middle of the choke, where you shouldn't. You should be trying to get behind walls like our Farah and Baptiste's right now. They're trying to get behind cover, and you're just in the open right now. Eventually go over there, but you took a lot of damage. You should have died for there. Let me play it slower. Healing. You shouldn't be really flying right now. You just flew out into the open when you don't need to be flying. You can reach your Pharaoh with heals and damage. And then, yeah, you get called out for this, which you take a lot of damage, but somehow survive once I killed you. You have to stop flying in the middle, pretty much, or you'll die by good players. Luckily, you're not playing against good players, but you can't make that mistake. Risking it for no reason. And here, you flew in to try to save Ike with your heals before he died. Or not Ike, fucking, he's playing Sigma, so I just called him Ike. I don't fucking know. Sigma. And you're flying into the middle of their team. You should be still with your Farah. And you're gonna res him instantly in front of 4 people. Somehow you survive because of the barrage. Let's play it out good. Which you should be with your Farah. Your Farah kills your whole team with this barrage. Their whole team with this barrage right here. Instead of you're resing in front of 4 people, and you're low health already. You should die right here. But you don't. And your Farah dies because you're not healing her or damage boosting her. And it should be a lost fight right here because 3 people are dead. But the enemy team sucks, so you know, here, let me play that slower so you can see it better. Sorry, I already did this, so I already know what's gonna happen. Alright, Val. You don't have to be close to Val, so you should. Plus, you're Valking. Oh my gosh, I just realized that you don't never instant res when you're Valking. Never. You're just wasting your ult. You never want to res really while you're Valking, unless you really need to fly across the map. Right? Yep. You should be healing right now, not resing or flying into their team. You should be in the air, not getting shot. You should be flying, you should be in the sky right now, not low to the ground. That was a winnable fight if you like healed your team and stuck to what you should have been doing and not insta-resing the Sigma. Now your team's low and you had Valk, so you could have healed them all. Whoops. Oh, wrong button. There we go. And yeah, we slowly die.
Ah, the wonders of modern medicine.
Yeah, but he didn't have, his hook was on cooldown. If you look earlier, he tried to hook fair and missed. But she also had, yeah, any 4, like they had 4 people looking at you, and you should have died. But because the barrage was going off, you took off aggro. But you should, if you were healing or damage boosting the barrage, it would, you know, Farah might have lived and killed their whole team. I know for a fact that was the Farah there. If you would have damage boosted me at all, their whole team would have been dead. so I'm trying to do a little sneaky thing. You follow. Yeah, it's whatever.
Thank you,
I'll
kindly.
follow with that.
Hello there.
Yeah, you notice I'm crouching, so you crouch a bit, but then you start jumping and you're like, hey.
Where does it hurt?
Alright, you should be looking, you know, you saw the Junkrat there, then you're just looking at walls right now, pretty much. You should be, you know, seeing where that Junkrat is and where his shots are coming from. Instead, you almost just walked into that one. Like again, you're looking at your teammates instead of, like, you should be looking at teammates, but you should be looking at where the damage is coming from. Because now you're kind of too close here. You should be back a little farther. See that hog? He could have just hooked you and killed you right there. Your ball died, whatever. Ball. Still, yeah, you're still way too close to your teammates. Yep, you should be playing like right here behind them. Close right, yeah, you can heal from farther away. You should back up a bit. Like right here. Don't need to fly there. Now you're way too close. I don't know, yep, you get pulled because you're way too close to your team. And now you don't know where anything is because you were too close to your team. And instant Reddit's Resinitis rate again. Even though 4 of them died, you shouldn't insta-res any. Like, look around first. You're just insta-resing. And right here, oh my god. Never do this again. You go after the tire. Like, you hear the tire, it's over here, and you walk towards it. Luckily, Junkrat's a fucking retard and walks past you. Should have blown it up right there, you're dead. You should be away from your teammate, but be able to fly to your teammate to either make him miss the tire, or to get away, and you press X at the end of the flight, or your jump button, whatever it is, and fly past your ally, so you can get away from him too, so he doesn't double kill you if you don't. And you could instead be you always want to pull out your pistol when a tire comes, but you could be near your team and healing them. Instead, the enemies are pushing from the other side and killing your team and damaging them. Ike gets hooked, you know, you can't fucking do anything about that. Now you're just flying to fly to move. Like, you should be like in a safe spot. You're just moving around. Now you don't know where anything is because you're moving around so much. You don't know where the enemies are. Now you should be back here, yeah, with your Ash talking there, yeah. You shouldn't be flying into their team right now. That hog should have killed you right there. Hooked and killed you, but he missed. You should be with your Ash, and you're healing. You don't fly to your teammates to heal them. If they're too far, they die. That's their fault. Now you're putting yourself at risk, which if you die, your whole team dies, pretty much. Your beam can, once it's on somebody, it can go, like, if they go out of your range, it'll still follow them for about a second or two. So you're just flying in their team, you keep taking damage, and then you die, because you're taking damage for no reason. And then your team slowly dies because you're dead.
Speedy recovery. That's the healing spell.
Your DPS has to back out because, you know.
Did someone call for a lift?
Alright.
Right, Seaman.
boom, boom. Fast forward a bit. Creeping up. Blah, blah, blah. Alright, you should be behind walls again, not in the open. Tracer's shooting you. Instead of... Okay, you Valk, that's good. Good time to Valk. You should be flying up in the air right now. You're too low to the ground. And, oh, you should have died for that pulse bomb. Don't fly to people in Valk. Pretty much. Well, not when you're that close. Like, your healing is so far, especially in Valk. You should be at the ceiling healing everybody. And then you try to go... You were definitely at the res again in front of a Tracer. Because you didn't even look. You would have got destroyed even if that hog wasn't behind you. So you could have survived that whole thing without your Baptiste dying. We got 3 kills. And you could have healed more, and possibly we could have won that. There, we got 4 kills that fight. And we don't have any heals now, so we have to back off. Then you switched to Moira because you kept dying. Oh, fuck. Yep, there we go. You kept dying, and you know, that said before you want to switch because you're healers instead of trying to fix your mistakes. It's not the character. There she go. Alright, you're using your healing way too much. You should tap it, just lightly tap it. And your healing on Moira, it does healing over time, so once you hit a person, it will start healing them for at least 3 seconds. So you don't need to heal them anymore. Like your healing's already almost at half, and no one's really taken any damage. Alright, big ults, and yep. You just threw that healing orb for no reason. But yeah, you didn't need to use that. Just try to save it for when people get low or half health. Alright, that's where I about stopped last time. But I did a whole another fucking map. But yeah, but my stupid ass fucking mics.
Ready, science will reveal the truth. Attackers incoming.
Face on. Let's shoot for a new high score.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Attackers incoming.
Alright, whatever. Stop healing. Even though it doesn't really matter right now, you're just fucking around. Oh, my bad. Fucked up there. Alright. So you're not looking at the enemies right now, which is a bad thing. You don't know what's happening. Healing a little bit too much. You threw a healing orb at the enemies. Just... yeah. That's all I have to say. And now you don't have a healing orb to heal yourself and your 80 health. You're kind of standing out in the open right there. Let's bring it back a bit.
Injured again.
healing. I mean, so you should be moving behind the wall. You're trying to healing by damaging. You're trying to heal death by damaging him, but that's all right. It happens. Okay. Yep. You should be behind that wall. Like you should be focusing that. You do too little damage to do that. Healing. You should be. Look where you are right now. You're out right in the open where the enemies can hit you at 80 health. And you're looking backwards at the enemy, so you can't really dodge their attacks. You should be behind that wall right now, healing the McCree. They could easily kill you right now, but I don't know if they do because they're retarded. Alright, healing orb, your team's low, that's fine. You're in front of your tanks right now, which is you're taking unnecessary damage. What headshots you anyway from the back, you can't, she was being really sneaky right there. There's nothing you could have done about that. But you could have went in the building, actually, which was a lot more safer. Alright. Let me go back here. So when their team's usually on the point, the defending team usually most people start to go into the building that's to the right of you. So you should be in there because you have cover from all the damage, and you let your tanks push forward. So right now you should be rotating in that building where you're safe at, because there's a health pack in there and you're not taking damage because you have natural cover in there. So you're just backing up and boom, you get shot by the Widow. Where your death could have been prevented just, to where your positioning is. Alright, right now you should be throwing a damage ball at them. Or pushing up a little bit to throw a damage ball. So you can get your ult charge faster. Getting your ult is so important in Overwatch. The faster you get it, the better, you can win team fights that, you couldn't have if you didn't have it. Instead, you're just standing there, I don't know, checking your phone or something. And you're throwing a healing orb at your full HP tanks that are behind a shield. They don't need healing, and you wasted that. You could be using your healing orb soon. If you're using full lessons, usually you want to save your healing orb if they have a full lessons. Now you should heal the fuck out of your burst right there. Yep, doing fine. Okay, good. Huge bomb. Alright, you're throwing a damage orb when you... Oh, fuck. Fuck me!
Did someone call for it?
Okay, you're gonna have to wait like 3 minutes to fast forwards because I'm a fucking bot and press the wrong button. So, like I was saying, you had your ult. Then you threw a damage orb to a spot it's not gonna kill anybody. You just throw it at their full health team, which you're basically giving them ult charge, their healers ult charge right now, which is a big no-no because you don't want them to have ults. That's bad. Alright, blah blah blah, fast forward. This is gonna take too long. Can Can I just do this instead? No, this takes too long as well. Yeah, this takes way too long. Do 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 do. Holy fuck, like, come on, man. Oh, holy shit, like, what the fuck? Oh my god. And it only went up by 20 seconds. Wow. Fuck that. Yeah, we're just watching this.
It's been done. Hello there.
Fucking, you see that death? You're fucking giving away my position. I could have flash panned that fucking Junkrat. Fucking rolling around and shit. Dude, that Junkrat ult sounds so funny it's sped up. Sounds like a fucking RC car.
A speedy recovery. That's the healing spell. Your support was arrived. Did someone call for it? Point zero.
If I was watching this not live, I would skip, you know, about 4 minutes. Whoa, too late to say that, but yeah.
Science will reveal the truth. Regenerating your cellular structure. Sponge.
And now it froze. I guess my internet pooped. Alright. Death, are you still watching? If so, can you hear me? And is my stream fucked up? Or is it just the fucking game, Overwatch? My god. Still watching, if so. Alright, it's just the game, Overwatch. Nice.
Regenerating your cellular structure. Science will reveal the truth. Attackers incoming.
Let's shoot for a new high score.
Alright. We already discussed over this bit, blah blah. Look at the enemies, not your teammates. I've told you this. Alright. Like you're just, yeah. Healing more about the enemies, blah blah blah. You're should be in the building right about now. You died by a sniper. And okay, this is where we left off at. You should be throwing damage orb to get ult charge. You're healing fucking full health tanks that are behind shield. DPS pop off. One of them's up. Healing, okay. Heal dive. Diva, that was fine. Why is it orb? Okay. Huge bomb by death. Throwing an orb when you're already at full ult charge. Bad. You're just giving them ult charge. Alright, you should be, just chill out. Get your juices back up. Yep, you're healing people. No, never mind. Alright, you shouldn't throw that healing orb because there's no point. Your team was full health. Never throw healing orbs when your team's full health. Behind the shield. Especially when they're behind the shield. Now I don't know what you're doing right now. You're just looking around. Keep your eye out for any flankers. Keep going. Yep, you see the widow. And you thought she was behind you for, okay, she was in front. Team dies to the widow. You're still looking for her behind you. You should be in that corner with your Baptiste. You're keep peeking right here. You should be dead. You peeking, but teammates suck, so you don't really get punished for it. All right, right here. Let's play it back a bit. Once you hear an enemy Orisa coalescence, use your... my bad. Restart that. Once you hear enemy Orisa use Bongo, her ultimate, you want to coalescence that Bongo if it's out in the open and destroy it with it. Especially if your Orisa also coalesces. See, you should be throwing a orb, a damage orb at their team right now, and using your ult. Oh, what just happened? Alright, I want back a bit. Okay. Stuff productions, I know. Alright, you should be using your ult right now. At their Orisa's ult. Instead, your team, your Baptiste, pops his ult, which is alright, but he could have saved his ult, and we could have easily, Orisa wouldn't have died, and you would have won that team fight just with your coalescence. And Supercharger, of course. Supercharger and Coalescence will destroy anybody. You will insta-kill people with that shit. If you guys can combo that, it's a really good combo. I recommend, trying to save your Coalescences for when you have Earth Assaults. But yeah, you need to use your ult, though. No, that's the first team fight you had it. Okay, I believe. No, or the second. Let's see. So you should be looking to use your ult this fight. Okay. You should be with your team more instead of looking out for them. It's not that bad to look out for the enemy, but if your team's usually with the enemy, and your DPS usually look for the flankers. You know. Okay, you're pushing through the team close. Sorry, alright. That gate's popping off, yes, I know. Maybe you could've, you know, kept him alive if you're up with it, but it's whatever. If you overextended, it's not your fault. Alright, there's a shield. You should be able to see where the enemies are coming from right now. You should be looking behind the shield and looking at the enemies. You're just in a corner right now. You don't know if a tracer's flanking or whatever they have is flanking right now because you're not looking at the enemies. The enemies, like, you can see their whole team's at choke, so you don't have to worry about a flank right now. Or if there's 5 people at the choke, it's like, oh, there's probably somebody coming. Death with another huge bomb, blah blah blah. She's TPing, you hear it, you don't know where it is, you found it. Yeah, just look at the enemies more. You know. They will tell you if, you know, their teammates will tell you if, their teammates will tell you if one of them's flanking, because if you only see 4, you know, where the fuck's the other 2 at? You know, they're probably behind you or flanking or some shit. But, you know, if you're not looking at them, you're not getting any information. So you're basically playing blind. So, like, again, you should be looking to use your coalescence. Your team pops quite a bit of ults before you do, so you might want to save the coalescence here, but your team's just ass cheeks and likes to press triangle, which isn't bad. Like, Baptiste definitely should use his ult first, and or rest of his use ult, but definitely when Moira is using her coalescence, enemy one, you want to try to wait out as long as you can, then use yours. Because the second Moira that uses her ult, well, whatever, you know what I mean, will pretty much win the team fight. Because now we have 1 ult, and it's not necessarily like we shouldn't have tired there at all. Not your fault. Well, a little bit. You shouldn't have told us. We already had the team fight in the bag with the supercharger. Supercharger in the window. Alright, you can see them over there. You should be throwing a damage orb before, you know, this fight even starts to get more ult charge. You would probably be at 60% ult charge right now if you did that. High noon, get behind the wall, good job. Your damage, yep, stay behind the wall. Behind your tanks. You should be behind a shield right now, not in, you're out in the open for no reason. And that causes you to use Fade, and you don't want to use Fade early, ever. You should be using your healing orb, but you already, hey, let me look back at that. When did you use that? Alright, you again used your healing orb when your tanks are pretty much at full health. And they have a shield. So now you take damage that you don't need to take because you weren't behind the shield and used Fade, so you have 0 more abilities now to keep yourself alive and your team. Now your team really needs a Moira orb because our shield is down and we're taking a lot of damage and we're getting low. That doesn't happen and you died because you already took damage and you don't have the healing orb because you weren't behind the shield. So pretty much, well, we definitely could have won that fight if you didn't use your healing orb early and were behind the shield. Because you would have got your coalescence like fucking instantly from healing that Diva Max. And we would have used coalescence here and probably survived the grab. And boom. We did survive the grab anyway and got a couple kills.
We almost got this. Don't slow down.
We managed to clutch out, I believe. Could have been a lot smoother though. We definitely should have lost that fight when he died right there. But we were, you know, we have 3 fucking Smurfs on our team, so we didn't. Alright, team 2, blah blah blah. Okay, that's that map. I know, 42 minutes long. Takes a while. I'm gonna do one more that I already did, because I already fucking did. I'm not wasting my fucking time. Alright, let's see. Career profile. This one, there's a lot more shit that you fucked up with. You kind of don't see it in that game because your team wasn't really making that many mistakes. Yes, don't duel a high charge Zarya like on the last map, like Death is saying. I already, yeah. I said that already about the supercharger death earlier.
5, 4, 3.
I forgot. I can just. Oh, okay.
Round 1.
Alright, no, yeah, early mistake here. Oh, let me fucking turn to you.
Ready for battle.
Fucking, where is it? No. There you go. Alright, you fade out of spawn. And don't fade out. Well, this is kinda alright, but don't use your movement abilities out of spawn because then you don't have them for the fight. You have to wait for your teammates anyway because they don't have movement abilities, some of them. So, there's no point. You know it's a little okay on where just on this map. But let's go back. Oh yeah, you already fucked up. Sorry. Just went too fast. I went too fast. Sorry. Alright. And right here. Not right here. Alright, you just healed your teammate that's full health. Tracer shoots 1 clip and you're trying to heal everybody that's already at full health. You need 1 tap, like I said earlier, 1 tap of your healing juice, and it will heal over time. And it will heal up your teammates. You just keep using it, and you're a quarter of your healing's gone already. One tip for orbs, healing orbs, when you throw them down, if you have time to, you throw them on an angle to make them bounce off the ground, it gives the healing orb more time in that area. Because if you just shoot it in a straight line, it just, you know, goes in a straight line. But if you shoot it down on an angle, it goes down, then bounces back up, and it's just more time healing than moving past your team. If you get what I mean, I hope I explained that right. And right here, let's take it back a bit. All right. First of all, you should be like inside pretty much healing your team. You're out right now, but you're in front of your tank, so that's all right. This. You push back your tanks. Unfortunately, your Orisa gets damage boosted headshot by the Widow, which is a one-shot. And now you're peeking the Widow sights, and you're in front of your tanks, and you shouldn't be up here. It forces you to use Fade, and you take damage. Sorry if that's too fast. And now their Widow's just poking, and you just fade back into a corner. You should just be in the cave. The rest of your team dies, you can't really do anything about that. Just, you know, we didn't lose because of you that fight. But there was mistakes that you could have done better, and other scenarios, like it would have affected other scenarios. The Widow just popped off and killed us.
Perhaps a new methodology is required. Sniper!
Alright. Took damage, faded, that's perfectly fine. Orb, that's a good orb right there. No, this is a big no-no right here. Dueling this Widow, she's next to a Mega Pack. You don't have your damage orb and your PP. You will never, like, you should die right here. But your Hog comes and saves you, killing you. You shouldn't be damaging that Mercy. You're not really gonna kill her with Oira unless everybody's dead. Yes, a better Widow would have destroyed you there. You should be more focused on your team right now, which you moved to. Yep. Okay, that's fine. Moving into the cave. Between that holding you. Alright, that's our hide-in, my bad. Yep. Fine. You weren't really paying attention and your warrior's low, and your big low healer. But you should be behind the shield right now. Look, you cannot see the enemies at all from this angle. You're just in a corner. You don't know what's going on right now. Like, okay, you move here because you're pretty slow. You should stay in this area right now. Behind the shield, look back at the, yep, Tracer comes in. Nice fade. Right now? Okay. You heard their supercharger. But the problem is, you coalescence and look at you start coalescence at. You're killing pretty much tanks that are already at full health, and you're wasting it right now. You could be healing and damaging there. Look at that. You're already a quarter of your ult down, and you didn't do anything with it yet. You just popped it because you had it. And you should be with your tanks behind the shield, and you're peeking a Widow right now, which just killed 2 of your teammates. And yeah, a good Widow will kill you right now and not miss that shot. And you should be focusing on the supercharger right now. Destroy their supercharger. You shouldn't be chasing after that much. You should be with our tanks more. And you died because you weren't with our tanks behind the shield. Somehow we managed to win that fight with 2 down. And then what this? Oh no, we didn't win. We could have won if you stayed alive a bit. Behind that shield. You always want to be by your tanks will protect you. The Tracer won't one-clip you if you're not if you're looking at her, if you're with your tanks. As long as you moving around a bit. Yes. Like I said before, with your coalescence, you just popped it, and you weren't really looking at anything. Like, you used it without, and you should be using it to destroy their supercharger, and you didn't. You need to do that. Alright, you're... Oh, hold it. You need to go back. Mistakes here. Alright. We lost this team fight. Reaper's backing up, you heal him a bit. Alright, that's fine. You don't need to keep healing right now. He'll get health from over time from your heals. And now you're shooting a Orisa and Reaper that's full health. And now your heals are at half. When you only need to heal one person. Alright, during the orb, if you heal these guys, they're fine. But you're at below half, and you have no orb right now, and no fade. And you're still trying to heal people that are at full health, and now it's getting worse. Now you're trying to damage to get your healing bar half, because you just wasted it. Take extra damage, and you get a full hug. Should be, yep. Nice heal orb, healing. You run out of heals. And, like again, with your coalescence. Let's look at this. So pretty much, you run out of healing. Because you're using it way too much before the fight even starts. Healing full health people. You heal our hog. You're looking at your ult charge. You get your ult, and since you're out of healing and the orb's done, you press triangle, and this is your thought process. And look, you just press it. You're not aiming at anything right now. You just pressed your ult, and look. You finally hit the hog that's being healed, and he's not even taking damage, and he's right next to a shield. And he has self-heal now, because he just finished his ult. And you're already a quarter of the way done with all weapons. So pretty much you used coalescence there and didn't get any value out of it. You're using it reactively instead of actively. You want to use mainly, I use my coalescence to get kills. To not start a fight, mostly in the beginning of the fight, you want to use your coalescence with a damage orb and to finish targets all squishies off. And heal your team and damaging their team at the same exact time. Alright. Healing your team. You should be backing up now. You didn't need to fade. You just gotta know when to back up. Healing orb to heal yourself. Oh yeah. Just to not get you confused, the shit I'm saying is what you're doing. I'm not saying it's... I'm just pointing out what you're doing. Only like when I pause it and shit and say you're doing something wrong is when you're doing something wrong. Just to clear that up. Alright, we won that map, blah blah blah. Pretty much, let's take it back here. When you always want to initiate with a damage orb before you see the enemy. Out of like every start of a fight, pretty much. Oh, well, I already said what I had to say. Well, you just get more all charge. Fuck. My bad. I'm fucking shit up right now. Alright. Alright, my bad. Fuck. Fuck. I'm really fucking shit up. Alright. Alright, there we go. Alright, you're... That's fine. Doing your thing. You're still just mean. Alright. You shouldn't be at the fair too long. See, you're... Their Reinhardt dies, but no, yeah. Our Reinhardt's gonna die because you're looking at Farah too long. You have to let your DPS look at the Farah. And we don't have DPS to kill the Farah, so you should just be ignoring the Farah pretty much. And just try to not get shot by it. Well, he actually lives because it's a well-timed bubble. Fair for a bit. Well, you're killing though. You should be focusing on not getting shot right now. So is our whole team. I don't know why Ike and everybody else is looking at the Sarah. Just getting instead of being behind. And then we all die to her because we're just looking at her taking damage. That's whatever.
I'm not dead yet. I will rebuild you.
Alright, you're still healing people at full health and you're wasting your heals. There you go. Yeah, let that heal over time happen. So right now we should be walking into cover and our team is not doing that. They're just doing it very slowly and one of them's gonna die because of it, like a Junkrat. Not your fault at all, it's just a Junkrat, and... Alright, let's roll this back. Look at... You keep using your heals right now, just look at your health bar. Like, you're healing full... Yep, everybody's full health right now. Oh, he's a little low, but... That's all you need. You're still using it. Look at your healing bar and look at the fight. Like, we didn't even start the fight yet. Severe disadvantage. It's alright to use your healing orb a bit early to you know, not waste your healing juice before the fight starts. And that, you kind of just walked out a little too slow. And we just lost because we're already fucking 3 down. Huge ult by Death. Oh wait, no, that was a Death. That was the other dude. Nope, yeah. Huge ult by Death is fucking massive shattered. It's not your fault. Good. Alright, yeah, that's a decent ult. But they made a play. Don't let this, you know, discourage you. Their Pharah sneaked behind, damage boosted Rocket, you got insta-killed because they made a play. That was a correct time to ult the Ryan and push forward. We should have won that fight, but their Pharah made a play. Just keep going, just try to dodge rockets, you don't even need, well, she doesn't have a mercy, so you should be shooting at her actually. Alright, you walk into their grab, pretty much. That's a no-no. you can heal pretty far as Moira. You don't realize this, but you can... If you see their Moira right there, you can heal that far from where you're standing to hit that Moira. If she was on your team, of course. You just all die because, yeah. People are complaining about Pharah when she wasn't a fucking problem, you know. Ike was. Yes, like that said, like they had a Pharah. We don't have to go hit scan to kill Pharah. If you ignore her and just, you know, just dodge her rockets a bit, you just fucking killed their whole team. Like it's 6v4 right there. You kill their whole team faster than the Pharah can't do anything because her whole team's dead. Alright, fast forward. Alright, you didn't need to use Fade, but sorry, you got it back in time. Try to only use Fade when you're in, like, life-threatening damage. Actually, I'll explain it more up here. You do it. I remember. Right here, actually. Alright, my bad. Let me roll that back. I was a little too fast there on the speed. Forgot to back. Alright. So you get your Fade back. Ball's on cooldown. You're in the corner. You have no idea where the enemy's doing right now. You're just looking at your teammate. You don't know what the enemy's doing, so you don't know. One of them pushes in. You immediately fade when you weren't under damage. Because you don't know what's going on, because you're not looking at the enemy's team. You're just looking at your team in the corner. You're not getting enough information. So now you don't have Fade. You use your healing orb when you shouldn't really use it. You should have helped focus the Ryan, but that's fine. You shouldn't be looking at the Pharah at all right here. You're not gonna kill her. You're just giving her more opportunities to do more damage on you. Healing orb's fine. Trying to get some more out charge. Alright, you see that your Mei is low. You got your health bar back. You're still fighting even though you got your heals back up. And you throw a healing ball when your Mei is forced to use Ice Block because she waited for about like 3 seconds without getting healed. But lucky our team, pops off.
Surrender to my will.
Alright, you shouldn't have used your ult here. She pops her ult, you do a little damage to her to get her killed. And this is what I was talking about before. You're using your ult reactively instead of actively. Like, you could have saved it for the next team fight and started using it when they're pushing in. But you just used it there and you pretty much wasted it. It got 0 value because you try to if you try to use it more actively, you'll get more value than trying to use it reactively. Mic check that. Hold up, my microphone plugged, so. That's mic check. Okay, we're good. So, like I was saying before, if you use it actively, you're way more likely to get value out of your ult. If you use it reactively, most of the time you get no value. Either your ult doesn't work because it's too late already, or like pretty much your team's already fined and you just waste it. Like right here. Heal them too much. They're already full health. Alright. He blades in. And you don't fade. That's a big problem. The Genji blades in, you hear the sound. You need to try to find the Genji and fade away. So he doesn't get dash resets. But he killed you while you had fade up. You just gotta pay more attention to that. Healing up fine. Yep, throwing healing on. Alright, this part.
Surrender to my will.
Again, you use it reactively and you waste your ult here. The more he stops shooting you and you're like, oh, the more he's gonna kill me with this ult, so I need to use my ult to heal me and heal the Mei that's right there. When Mei has Ice Block, that heals herself. And then our Reaper goes in, and instead of, healing your tanks and damaging them damaging their players at the same time, your Reaper dies and their whole team lives. Then you go to the right of your tanks for some reason and don't stay behind your Reinhardt, and you get shattered and died. We pretty much could have won that fight if you coalescence on the point instead of reacting to their coalescence and our Mei getting a little low.
It's a new methodology required.
Huge ZK popping off. Okay. Right, well,
Into position.
you got that huge fucking beat by Ike, by the way. Like, hold on, let's see that again. Alright, you kind of missed your orb there. That happens. But you should throw it inside because you know that Junkrat's not going to go to the left. He's going to go back to point, so you kind of want to focus, make sure you get, throw it at the right person. Where they will be. Alright, feeling your eye. You're low health, so. And you don't have healing orb right away. And you hear a tire, so. I would definitely fade out right now. And get around the corner until you have healing orb. Then go in with healing orb and heal yourself. Luckily, Ike hits a fucking huge ass beat on this fucking rip tire and saves your whole team from this. Boom. Your whole team would have died there from the Junkrat tire, but it wouldn't have been your fault. It's a big beat. Big play by Ike. But you managed to live with Ike's beat. And healing. You fade out. Good. Throw another healing orb. Yep, that's fine. Damn it. Yep, good. Alright, waving out the Genji. Alright, now you should be conserving your healer juice. And try to get more up for the next fight. Zedgate pops off this fight, by the way, just so. We walled off the crime. You should be using your coalescence right here. You heard the Genji blade. You throw an orb at this Junkrat. You'll insta-kill this Junkrat if you use coalescence right here, and he won't be a problem at all. Instead, you probably just use it just because you had it. I don't know. Like, you always you want to make plays with your ult. Not try to save people with your ult. Pretty much. And yeah, just remember on your ults, actively, not reactively. And yeah, and just look at the enemy team. They'll tell you, where's the safe spot to stand is. You don't want to be blind, then you use your abilities, and then you don't have them for when you actually need them. And a wise words from the god, the false god himself. Clouds, group up, focus fire, and push. And that's it. That's it for today. After wasting an hour on the other video that you couldn't hear me. Alright, signing off. How do I end this shit? There we go.